So guys, recently I made a video called my Loomian Legacy Item Ideas, and at the end I said there was an item idea I was going to have in the video, but ended up saving it for a future video since it was so big it could use its own video. This is that video, okay? If this item ended up getting released to the game, it might be a pretty cool item, especially for some specific Loomians in the game. And something I will say, this item might make traders upset when I talk about it, since it might affect some Loomian values, maybe. But you know, it isn't a Loomian Legacy update without making traders upset, so I didn't feel like that was a big issue here. And also, if you're wondering why I look like this instead of my normal avatar, I got this new marshmallow fire hat that costed me a $100 Roblox Amazon gift card. A fire is supposed to come out of it like an effect, but it's not in this game for some reason. But that's why I look like this. But if you guys are excited, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get right into it. So the item idea, it's going to be called the spray can. I feel like how this item would work, it'll be sort of similar to how the wisp bottle worked. That if you had a Gamma Loomian, you could use the wisp bottle to change the wisp color to a random color. It's gonna work kind of similar to that, but of course not with Gammas and with actual Loomians. What it will do is that it'll change the color of any Loomian that has a different color form. There are a specific number of Loomians that have different forms that don't actually do anything to them and just changes their color. But the ones I have in mind here are Cosmeor, the Mochibi line, Icicles, and the Goppy line. That's Cosmeor and Icicle. Every year they release, they have like 4 new colors that release. The Mochibi line just has 3 different forms you could find in the wild. And also the Goppy line has a lot of different forms seen in the Goppy pond. So what this would do is that if you used to spray can one of these Loomians, it would change the color of this Loomian to a random color that it already has. So for example, a pink Mochibi can change into like a yellow Mochibi. So we should probably make some ground rules for this. So you can't change your Gamma Light Blue Icicle into like a Gamma Maroon Icicle. Of course that would be OP. So when it comes to Icicles, Light Blue Icicle would not be able to change its color, since of course that one's meant to be the more common one, has a different rarity than the other Icicles. And also for Icicle and Cosmeor, I think they should only be able to change color to another color that released in that year. So for example, if you have like an orange Icicle, it could randomly change into a maroon Icicle, but it won't be able to change into just a normal red Icicle, since the red Icicle is from 2019. And if you decide to use your spray can on like a teal Cosmeor, it could change it to like an orange Cosmeor. And not any of the Cosmeors that released in 2021, only this year's Cosmeors, and same with the other way around. So I don't want to hurt values too much by doing this. And also when it comes to Goppies, I think only the Goppy Pond Goppies could change color, and the color would only be able to change into a Goppy from that tier. So for example, if you had a Lightning Goppy, it could change into like only the Galaxy Goppy or the Gem Goppy, but not any of the ones from other tiers. And also with Goppies, if you use the spray can on it, it wouldn't count for the Goppy Pond index, since I know there's an index for that, but if you do get a Goppy color that you haven't gotten yet from the spray can, it wouldn't count for that. And I don't think I have any rules for the Mochibi line yet, unless there's new Mochibi lines next time Tweet or Treat releases. And if that happens, just note that only the Mochibi line colors that released in 2021 will be able to change into other 2021 Mochibi lines, and for the next Tweet or Treat, the new colors could only change into the next color. That's only if there's new colors of them, because I'm not 100% sure if there will be. Oh, and also for the tier 5 Goppies, if the Goppy has a radiant, then if you spray can, it should also have a radiant, just so if you get a Goppy without a radiant from the Goppy pond, you can't just get a radiant that easy. Personally, I think this would be a very cool idea. You'd probably be able to get spray can in a similar way you get the wisp bottle. Maybe you'll be able to buy it for Robux, for like maybe 20, 30 Robux, and maybe you can get it from the Lucky Wheel as well. It'll be very nice, especially if you get like a very rare form of one of these Loomians, but you got a color that you don't really care for. And since the other colors are like the same rarity, you might as well just be able to change the color into the one that you want. If we didn't have wisp bottles, I feel like I might be more against this idea, but since wisp bottles are a thing that just changes the color of any Loomian's wisp, I think it's completely fair that we get an item like this as well. And of course, I also made it as balanced as could be to try to avoid as much negativity from the traders as possible if this ever released in the game. And of course, this could also affect any other new Loomians that come to the game to have different color forms. Spray can would also be able to work on them probably. So let me know what you guys think about this item idea. Do you guys think this is a good idea to release in the game, or do you think it's a bad idea? This video might be a little bit controversial, but it would be nice to see your guys' thoughts about this, and I know not everyone might be supportive of this idea, but I feel like there might also be a lot of people that are in support of it. Yeah guys, that's about it to this video, so I'm gonna end off here. So until next time, goodbye!